Hi, this is Sai Morton with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the forexbsummit.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit forexbsummit.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Today we'll take a look again at the euro currency. So in the beginning of this video, just fast note, guys, actually today I haven't completed the text version of the weekly research because the ForexBSummit has placed some DDoS protection, and I just can't post the charts that I would like to do. So that's why I have sent the rest of the research to the administrator, and he probably will post it a bit later. So I have completed the fundamental part of the research and the monthly analysis. But the most interesting part, I mean weekly chart, daily and others, I have completed but haven't placed them because just I have no rights to do this. Let's hope that they will do this as soon as possible. That's why in today's video I will explain a bit more our vision on the euro currency and on the general and the financial markets. In reality, guys, in the weekly research, there's really big discussion of the possible consequences of the elections. And at the first glance, it could seem, what's really the big deal around this election? So election, it's nothing really specific. It happens every 4 or 8 years. And in the previous elections, there was no so rush around this topic. But if we would like to speak in the two words, the major position is that currently the global situation and global politics is not the same as it was 8 years ago when Obama has become the president. And the second, Trump stands some kind of the absolutely outside of the policy of the Democratic Party, and definitely he will adjust drastically the politics that stands in the financial sphere and the global sphere that now is fallen by United States. So we expect that if Trump will win, and we think that Trump will take the victory, it will change the place of United States in the globe. They will focus on the inner problem of the United States. In starting point of his presidency, this probably will lead to some social turmoil inside of the US and some problems maybe. But in the long-term perspective, this will be the positive side. So United States probably will remain the regional power that will rule the South and North American, partially the Asian region. But they will step out from the global domination, dominating on the in the globe. So it's probably they will focus on resolving their own problems. That's why it consequently will lead to reassessment of the place United States in the global finance and the United States dollar as the reserve currency of the global reserve currency. That is what we see right now. So I have written about it a bit with more details in the research, but the idea stands as follows. That's why, guys, current rally on the daily chart, it could seem not really significant, but actually this could become just the top of the iceberg. This could become just the first sign of the real big changes that could happen just within the few days. And our suggestion that Trump will take the victory leads us to treat this rally a bit differently. Because you could understand what will happen if the victory of the Trump will mean that this will be changing in the financial policy and drastic changes. This will lead to the massive adjustment of the portfolios among the all international, global international financial companies, banks, and so on. This could lead to really some outstanding action on the financial markets across the globe. That's why we're really pay this big attention to the elections. So it just, on the first glance, it seems that nothing really outstanding, some kind of the show when the people are just screaming and some kind of the action on the entertainment. But in reality, on the back of this entertainment, on the visuality of this celebration, some kind of the show, it stands really big bets. And this really tectonical probably shifts could come if the Trump will win. And we think that this will happen. Now let's talk on the financial markets. Currently, guys, not just on the euro currency, but also on the Australian dollar, on the New Zealand dollar, we see potentially bullish patterns are forming. And these patterns are forming not just on the daily and intraday charts, but they are forming on the high time frame charts, on the monthly and weekly chart. This means that this is not just some euro problem, euro currency, but this has a relation to all markets. That's why this leads us to conclusion that something big should happen. On the weekly chart of the euro currency, we also see some irrational behavior that is not really typical for the normal bearish market. Monthly chart hasn't been touched yet by this rally because it's a really large time frame, and mostly it's useful for estimating of the larger targets, but not the catching of the some changes on the market that's happening. The monthly chart is too big for that. But on the lower time frames, especially on the weekly chart, we already see some irrational behavior on the market. And we really think that market could change drastically the direction. And next destination point, if this really will happen, but this will depend on the result of the elections. If this really will happen, we do not exclude that market will reach 120 areas very soon. So 8 points rally could happen if Trump will lead on the elections. This will be just first destination point. Yes, maybe it will not be reached just in 2 days, but weeks or maybe 2, this could happen. And current point, on the technical point, is 140 area, 111.40 area. It's always so important that we think that it's not a good idea trying to anticipate the breakout or downward reversal here, because by doing so, you place the bet on the election results. Because whatever will happen, doesn't matter who will win, Clinton or Trump, because in this case we definitely will get the directional action, and this action will not stop within the 1-2 weeks. So if it will be Clinton, market definitely will turn down. If it will be Trump, rally will continue. But this continuation will take considerable time. That's why we do not see any reasons for trying to anticipation of the breakout. It's better to wait and get the clarity, and then easily, when you get the direction, take some position on the retracement. Because currently, guys, from a technical point of view, as you can see, this very strong resistance area. Take a look at this confluence resistance. Here we also have 1146 is a yearly pivot point. We have natural support resistance. Take a look, that stands almost since the beginning of the year. Support, resistance, support again. Now it again will become the resistance. Also take a look, long-term trend lines crossing here. Daily overbought, this market has hit. So you probably will agree with me that the power of this level is definitely enough to hold any upside retracement within the bear trend. If market will break it through, it means that it's not just a retracement. It means that the big shifts are coming. That's why, guys, we really have suspicious on the nature of this rally. Yes, technically, no important levels have been broken yet, but the nature how this rally is developing makes us think that this is something greater than just a minor retracement. Because on the bear market, such strong rally is not really, can't be treated as just a retracement. It's too fast. So on the forward time frame chart, we also have some kind of the confirmation of that idea, because take a look. Here we have discussed yesterday double repo sell pattern, but instead of that, very soon we've got double repo failure. So market has confirmed double repo, but very fast has shown double repo failure pattern. It means that upward action will continue. That has happened on the background on relatively positive non-farm payrolls release, because yes, numbers was a bit worse than expected, but Wages growth shows very nice pace, and that is the major component of the non-farm payrolls release right now. Despite on these positive numbers on the wages, as you can see what has happened. Short-term destination, next short-term destination stands right here. It's a combination of the weekly and pivot and monthly pivot resistance one. Stands very close, 112, 112.21 area. This area also will work as an indicator. So if market will break it, and if this will happen before elections, this will be early signal that this is not just a retracement, and that could become the new bull trend. So currently, guys, my personal opinion, my expectation, I just see, because I think that Trump will win. And all that I see from technical point of view, just give me the confirmation of that idea. But still, I do not call you to anticipate this moment, because by two reasons. First of all, my expectation is this is my personal opinion. And this is not the clear scenario, this is not the clear signal for taking the position. This is the first moment. Second moment, as I said, no matter who will win, but we will get the strong direction in the corresponding from the market on the corresponding side. So Trump will win, we get a rally. Hillary will win, we will get the plunge down. So whatever will happen, we will get the direction. That's why I do not see any necessity trying to anticipate that. It just brings more risk to do this. Because on the volatility that will stand around elections, this could become very expensive. But guys, current moment is very important, because most analysis right now do not see the big shifts that now stands in the global policy. I have written about this in the research, mostly because they stand in fact under mind control, so they just can't imagine the big shifts that really has happened, but they think that they are not in place, and this limits their ability to clearly understand what's really is going on in the global politics. That's why they are really limited with the anticipation on what really will happen if Trump will win. And we share with you with this idea that we have posted in the weekly research. So as you can see, we come to a very important moment for all financial markets. And just let's see what will happen, because I think that we should get a lot of chances and very good setups for trading in the nearest time.